Okay, take two. So here we are. I've come out of the house. I've come to a lovely little spot just in the middle of a field, basically at the corner of a field, and I'm just gonna start what I really have wanted to start for such a long time. Honestly, I feel like I have so much resistance to starting this project, this YouTube channel, in the way that I want to. Obviously, I started it over a year ago and kind of did all the travel vlogs, and that was a really great project, and I loved getting to put my energy into those while I was away, and also it's so nice to have them now to look back on. But I really want something new in my life. I want to kind of have this new source of creative energy. I've done the podcast for about 4 years now. If you don't know, I have a podcast called Lucy Talks, and I've done that since the summer of 2020, so when I was like 19. I'm now 23, and it feels like I've kind of outgrown it slightly. I don't plan to stop doing podcast episodes completely, but for me at this stage of my life, YouTube just feels like a lot more inspiring, a lot more creative, and something that I really want to put more time and effort into. Obviously, I can't do everything at once, so that feels like where I'm going to be moving my attention towards, and this is kind of the start of that, if you will. I've obviously been documenting bits and bobs as I go, but I'd love to kind of be a bit more intentional and really to start doing this consistently, maybe weekly, maybe fortnightly videos on here, and to kind of make it a bit more casual, a bit more stripped back. So this is that. I've taken myself out for a little walk. Honestly, job hunting is taking it out of me. I just got a rejection earlier on today, and well, first of all, spent the morning doing a different job application, which got my total of current applications in the running up to 10, and then shortly after got a rejection from one that I really wanted. So that was kind of a bit demoralizing, and I was a little bit upset about that, to be honest. It's quite hard getting so many rejections all the time, and just getting your hopes up about something for it only to be taken away from you, or yeah, it's just those like imagined futures, and then you have to start over from square one again. So it's been a little bit hard, and I started job hunting at the end of January, and I'm now at the end of June, so it's been like 5 months of solidly applying to things. I've also been working and stuff, so you know, a few days a week solidly applying, and yeah, it's not really come to anything yet. I've had several interviews, but still very much job hunting. So this YouTube channel feels like something that I can kind of put my energy into as well. My good friend Romilly said to me earlier that you need to kind of not have your whole life be applying to jobs, and so this is going to be a little bit of something else that I can put my energy into and kind of regain a bit of a sense of self as well. I feel like no one talks about the whole leaving the uni bubble situation. You're no longer with the friends that you've known for 3 or 4 years, and they might be scattered all over the country. You also don't really have that identity of being a student anymore, or you might have been involved in various different societies. That all goes away, so it's kind of hard, like not knowing where you sit in the world anymore. And it's that thing of moving up to the next stage and suddenly being the little fish in a big pond again, rather than the big fish in a little pond when you're at the top of school or the top of sixth form or the top of uni. So yeah, honestly, just feeling a little bit small and not really sure what to do with my life. So this is hopefully a bit of a new sprinkle of something else, and I hope that you'll stick around. I would really love to talk a bit more about sustainability and climate solutions, and I'd also love to talk about building confidence, kind of trying new things, having a bit of an experimental edge to just whatever I do with life, figuring out if this works, if this doesn't work, getting to try it and just kind of failing fast on different things. So we'll see if this sticks, but hopefully it will, and it's something that I've literally wanted to do for the longest time, so I hope that it's what I've imagined it to be, basically. Recently, I've started doing a 12-week program called The Artist's Way. I say recently, I'm actually on week 7. So I'm thinking I might talk a bit more about that in future videos, because it's something that's really kind of gained a new bit of inspiration in me. It's been really interesting to see the developments week on week. The author Julia Cameron kind of dives into different topics in each week, so it might be regaining a sense of safety in your creativity, regaining a sense of kind of abundance, and she explores all of these different topics through a guided process, guided journaling, different activities, and it's all centered around daily morning pages, which are like 3 pages of streams of consciousness, kind of getting everything that's going around in your head onto paper. That's been so helpful, honestly. And the second one is artist states, and artist states, which is such a mouthful I can never say it. Artist states are basically these little activities where you'll take yourself out on a solo few hours of your day and do something just for you. It might be going out and reading a book, it might be going and doing some painting, it might be, you know, something random like something you used to enjoy as a kid, going and treating yourself to an ice cream, you know, different things that kind of fuel that like inner child in you. And I haven't done as many as I should have done. I've not done 7, but I've done a few, and they're all really freeing and exciting and make you feel like you are kind of a bit freer in your life, a bit more like willing to explore different options. And I think that's a really positive thing. I don't want to feel stuck in what I'm doing. I don't want to feel like I have to stick to certain boxes. So yeah, that's been really great. I might do another video kind of talking about it in more depth and my takeaways so far, everything that I've learned, because I feel like I need to process that a little bit more to just speak freely. But it's doing wonders, honestly. I was really looking for something to put my energy into, kind of like this. This is maybe the next step up, and the Artist's Way has been a really lovely like springboard into actually taking new projects on and having a bit of excitement about things again, because job hunting does take it out of you, I have to say. Even just sitting here and talking literally in the middle of a field when anyone could walk past feels very scary, and it probably is coming across slightly. I probably am not 100% comfortable. Whenever there's a little bird or something, I'm like, oh, someone coming. But yeah, I just want to kind of let go of a bit of that fear of perfection, not fear of perfection, like expectation of perfection. Definitely have perfectionist tendencies and need to work through those. The kind of fear of like people not liking you and needing to people please is definitely something that I want to work through as well. And just generally being a bit more authentic, being a bit less scared to try new things, scared to get it wrong. So this is all part of that, and I hope that you'll stick around for the journey. I'm gonna leave this here, but if you have any questions or any video ideas, then I'd love to hear them down in the comments. Yeah, I would love to hear from you, and if you want to kind of know a bit more about my background and who I am, etc., more than happy to make that video. You can also check out the different travel vlogs, which I'll leave either here or here in a little icon. Loved making those, and it's so nice to go back and watch them all now. Feels like such a long time ago, even though it was kind of 6 months to 10 months ago. But yeah, all in all, I'm doing well. I feel like I'm putting effort in the right places. It's just kind of not showing the results as quickly as I thought, so having to be quite patient and to just sit in that uncertainty, which does not come easy. I like to have, I guess everyone does, but it's nice to have something where you put a certain amount of effort in and you get a certain amount of reward back. Job hunting is not one of those things you put in so much effort and then feels like nothing is coming your way, but it will eventually. And right now you just can't see the finished picture. You can't see what the path ahead of you looks like because you're currently in the midst of all of the fog and the wood. You can't see the wood from the trees. So yeah, it will come. I know it will come. Just got to stay positive and keep putting my energy in the right places. But this feels like something else that is going to be really fun to keep pursuing. So yeah, I hope you stick around. I'm going to sign off here. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and I look forward to seeing you in future videos.